Hey guys, it's Sweats, back on the Fire Mage. Today we're going to be killing Xy'mox while teaching you the ins and outs of the fight while doing mechanics. We have a seed assignment on blue. I parsed fairly well on this fight, but I did have to do a lot of mechanics, but that's not the most important thing. We killed the boss, which is the most important thing, and let's get into the video. So our opener is basic fireball into double fire blast opener. I know it's not the pyroblast into fireball opener. I'll stop it so you guys could see my opener here. So right here at 2 seconds, I potted. Oh, also pre-pots, they're kind of iffy if you're supposed to use them on pull or not. Our kill was fairly quick, so if your guild has very good DPS, I would say save your pot for hero. If your DPS or if your guild is lacking like damage towards the end and your fight's going to be like 6.5 minutes, then pre-pot on pull. That's what I would say about pre-pots. And I did the fireball at 2 seconds into double fire blast with combust and all that jazz. But I know you're supposed to cast pyroblast at 4 seconds into a fireball to see if it crits. Don't flame me, please. I'm being lazy. Okay, here we go. Pulled the boss. As a fire mage, you're okay to bust on opener, and you basically bust every single time it's up. You want to make sure you get bust up before you have to run seeds, or else you have to save bust. So make sure to fireball the fuck out of the boss to get your combust back up ASAP. Like I said, as a fire mage, you're good to bust on CD, but this boss, the first 20% of his health actually does not matter. It's as soon as you get him below 80% health, then the DPS check kicks in and you have to burn him down before you get this really weird seed overlap and whatnot. So yeah, basically we didn't get ghost there. Really lucky. I love not getting the ghosts. The ghosts are just so annoying because you just have to run and scorch basically, and it fucks your DPS totally. The ghosts I would say that are the most annoying, or getting the tears. We brought the tears. What we did, we had markers on opposite ends of the room, green and purple. We had to ranged would go over here, drop their tear on green. Melee actually took a gate straight all the way out to purple. And that was the rotation, just so whenever they get ported, they're on top of the boss, so they didn't have to like do this double port while not even hitting the boss. It was just to help melee out. So we get this bust up before we have to go run our seed, which is ideal. Like I said, you really don't want to be sitting on bust while you have to run that seed, so it's really good to bust there. Just get your CDs up. You can scorch while run just to get you a little speed boost to go do your seed. So right here, I had blue seed assignment. I just double blinked. I blinked to it, blinked over here, dropped it, and then just go through portal. The first seed is really easy. It's the second and third seed overlap that gets kind of tricky, and you will need to abuse Ice Block and Alter Time for those. And I would say as a mage, like progging through this, 100% save Ice Block for the third overlap, because that one's the most scary, and you can just alter time and just Ice Block and you'll be golden every single time. I definitely killed the raid a few times, but we're not going to talk about that. Tears out. Just dodge the beams. The beams take so long to activate. It's actually a joke of a mechanic. And just be careful of traps. We were all stacking in very close to the boss to bait the traps. That was the idea. Everybody needs to be stacking on top of you to bait the traps. And so I have a weak aura here that actually tells me whenever you get the Withering Touch. And what Withering Touch is, it's just a random debuff that gets applied to you. And it's just a massive dot. It ticks for like 10k every single tick. So healer just basically focus you and just don't get hit by anything, stand in everything, use defensives here. It's actually really annoying getting this dot while you are trying to run seeds. That's whenever you health pot, healthstone. You have to save everything if you get a withering touch on you while you're running seeds. So yeah, fairly simple. Another thing, oh, I'll get back to that in a second. Here comes a big overlap here. So we're getting the big sword in the middle while running seeds, but the seeds are towards the end of the suck. We call it the suck. The seeds, you get the seeds after you suck, right? That's what we said on this fight. It's a very dirty fight. So this one, we get the tear. You basically just sit there and until about a second or 2 seconds left on the suck. As soon as you get a second or two left on the suck, then you can go through the portal, pick up your seed. What I like to do here is I blink out, then I alter time right there. I blink to the seed, pick it up, just alter back, drop it, and go through the portal. Very simple. I did not get a ghost there, luckily, but if I did, it doesn't even matter. That one's very easy to do just because you go through the portal. You will not have to worry about that ghost at all. It's actually just like, you don't even have to do anything with that ghost if you get targeted there. So here's where we hero. Bust is coming back up. Perfect timing. We actually heroed a tiny bit late, which it's okay though. But I had 3 fire blasts up for this combust. It was a good combust. Always try to have 3 fire blasts up before you combust. Just standard DPS rotation here. If you guys don't know the fire mage, just combust rotation, just DM me, ask, comment, and I'll gladly provide you guys with the rotation, just so you guys can practice, even though my lazy ass isn't doing it. So here comes the third overlap. So this is the hard overlap. So look, the seeds have already spawned, the suck just started, and ghosts come out. So this is the hardest overlap, and this is when you need Ice Block and you need to abuse time warp. Or not time warp, sorry, alter time. So here, I wait until about 4 seconds, 3 seconds. So right here, I should go right now. So I waited about 3 seconds until the suck was over, and I get sucked in a little bit. It's fine, we just blink out of this. We blink out, alter time, pick up the seed, alter time back, clean. So blink out just to make sure we don't die. Alter time, pick it up, alter time, then Ice Block. So this is why you want to abuse Ice Block on this one. Just because the timings are so tight, just don't risk it. Just Ice Block here. So we had 2 people die, but it's okay. That's the hardest overlap. As long as we got seeds out, it's perfectly fine. And then from here on out, the fight's basically over. The last overlap with seeds is very easy. You just get a suck and about 1 second left on the suck, the seed spawn. So it's very easy. So we get a buzz coming up here. Good bust. 3 fire blasts are up. That's the most important thing I see new fire mages doing. It's just busting without 3 fire blasts up, and it's bad. It just ruined your DPS. Yeah. So the fight's basically over now. We just basically slap him until he's dead. So that's the entire fight. We get 1 more overlap, which is very simple, like I just said. Just dodge traps, stand in the AMSs or AMZs, go to orange, run against the wall while scorching. Now we get seeds. You see, we got seeds after the suck was over, so very simple. Just drop it, go through, no issues. Then just dodge, and then it's game over. So I think our guild had about 30 wipes on this, which is actually kind of slow. I've seen our bust is coming up right now, which is really unfortunate. We had very good DPS. I should have saved the second pot or the first pot for hero. Our kill was just very clean. But as I was saying before, sorry, I totally lost my train of thought. But if you guys have any questions on this fight or anything, just let us. Oh, that's what we were talking about. We had 30 pulls on this boss, which is actually slow. People kill it in about 20, but we fucked up a few times. You had a few questions about seed runners. 30 isn't even bad. That's like a day or 2 of prog. It's not bad at all. But yeah, guys, that's basically it. Go watch the Ultimore kill, go watch the series. I will be uploading probably a Shriekwing kill soon, but that fight's very standard and basic, so it won't be too in depth. It might just be a kill video, to be honest. Make sure to go like my other video and subscribe to the series, because I will be posting once we start getting to the harder bosses. I know you guys want to see the hard bosses. I'll have a Hungering Destroyer video up probably next week, and then a Lady and Nerva up next week as well, if we get Lady and Nerva down. That's who we're progging on right now. We go to Lady and Nerva, then we're going to Council, then we're going Sludge, and then the Juicy Generals, the Juicy J's, and then my boy Dano. Alright guys, see you guys later.